Hey man, let me be brutally honest with you. The second you show weakness in front of a woman, the dynamic between you changes forever. It doesn't matter if she loves you, if she's attracted to you, or if she swears she'll always support you. In her mind, the moment she senses weakness, her perception of you shifts. She may not say it out loud, she may not even be consciously aware of it, but something inside her recalibrates, and she will never see you the same again. This isn't about being emotionless, it's about understanding how attraction actually works. Women are biologically wired to seek strength, stability, and leadership in a man. Weakness to them doesn't mean crying once in a while or being human. Weakness means losing control, abandoning your masculine center, and looking to her for reassurance in moments when she wants to look up to you. When you show that kind of weakness, she doesn't just lose respect, she loses desire. Weakness kills mystery. When you reveal insecurity too soon, when you panic under pressure, when you let fear dictate your actions, you strip away the aura of confidence that made her interested in the first place. She stops seeing you as the man she can lean on, and starts seeing you as another man who needs saving. That shift doesn't excite her, it exhausts her, and once she's exhausted, attraction begins to fade. The painful truth is that women test men constantly, not always with words, but with behavior. They test your patience, your composure, your boundaries. These tests aren't evil, they're instinctual. She wants to know if you're truly the man you appear to be, and the second you fail one of these tests by showing weakness, she files it away in her mind. It may not end the relationship immediately, but it plants a seed of doubt she'll never fully erase. Weakness during conflict is especially deadly. If she raises her voice and you crumble, if she throws drama your way and you beg for peace, if she withdraws and you chase, she sees it instantly. You're not in control. A man who reacts with desperation teaches her one thing, that she can move you off your center anytime she wants. That realization destroys her respect for you, and without respect, attraction doesn't survive. Another way weakness shows itself is through over-explanation. When you feel the need to justify yourself endlessly, to prove your value with words, you reveal that you're seeking approval. A man who knows his worth doesn't over-explain. He speaks once, calmly, and lets his actions stand as proof. But when you ramble, defend, and plead, you show her that her opinion controls you, and once she feels that, she can't unsee it. Financial or life struggles don't ruin you in her eyes, but how you handle them does. If you collapse under pressure, panic about the future, or dump your fears on her expecting comfort, she feels unsafe. But if you face adversity with calm resilience, she sees strength even in hardship. Weakness isn't about circumstances, it's about energy. And the second you radiate weakness instead of grounded determination, you stop being the man she admired. Desperation is one of the clearest forms of weakness. When you beg for her attention, when you can't handle her silence, when you chase her validation after she pulls back, you hand her all the power. She may smile, she may reassure you, she may even stay, but deep inside, she's marking you as a man she can't fully respect, and once respect is gone, her heart starts to drift. Weakness also shows when you avoid boundaries, when you let her disrespect slide, when you tolerate inconsistent behavior, when you accept crumbs of attention instead of demanding consistency. You silently tell her she's above you, and the moment she feels she's above you, she loses the primal respect that fuels attraction. She'll never admit it, but she'll start to pull back, because no woman stays deeply attracted to a man she doesn't respect. Emotional weakness is another trap. If you're constantly venting your insecurity, expecting her to fix your mood, or leaning on her as your therapist, you reverse polarity. She starts to feel like the masculine one, and you start to feel like the child. That shift kills attraction, because no woman wants to nurture a man forever. She wants to admire him, and the second she feels like your mother instead of your lover, the dynamic is dead. Another subtle weakness is inconsistency. If you act strong one day and needy the next, confident one moment and desperate the next, she stops trusting you. Women crave stability. Inconsistency feels like weakness because it shows you can't manage yourself. And if you can't manage yourself, how can you manage a relationship, a family, or a future? That doubt lingers in her mind and changes the way she sees you permanently. Weakness also shows in overreaction. If she pulls back and you panic, if she tests you and you explode, if she criticizes you and you crumble, she sees a man who can't regulate his emotions. To her, that's weakness. True strength is staying centered under pressure. When you lose that center, even once, you show her she can destabilize you at will. And once she learns that, she will never see you as unshakable again. The second you put her on a pedestal, you show weakness. When you act like she's the prize and you're just lucky to be chosen, you teach her that she's above you. Attraction flips instantly. She may enjoy the attention, but deep inside, she feels the imbalance. And women never stay attracted to a man they see as beneath them. Respect evaporates, and once it's gone, you can't talk your way back into it. Even subtle body language reveals weakness. Nervous fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, slouching under pressure, all of it communicates insecurity. Women are masters at reading signals, often subconsciously. She doesn't need you to say you're insecure. She feels it, and once she feels it, she'll never see you as solid again. That's why cultivating calm, grounded presence is non-negotiable. Weakness also appears in how you handle rejection. If she pulls away and you beg for another chance, you show her that you value her more than yourself. That imbalance kills respect. But if you handle rejection with dignity, silence and calm acceptance, she sees strength even in loss. That kind of response builds attraction, even when the relationship ends. But weakness destroys it. A man shows weakness when he prioritizes her emotions above his principles. If you change your beliefs, your goals, or your standards just to keep her happy, she sees it immediately. At first, she might enjoy the power, but eventually, she loses respect. Because deep down, she knows she doesn't want a man she can bend. She wants a man who bends the world. Weakness shows when you rely on her reaction for your confidence. If her validation makes you feel strong and her criticism makes you feel worthless, you've handed her control of your self-worth. That dependence makes you unattractive because it shows you don't own your center. A woman may play along for a while, but she'll never see you the same again. Another form of weakness is apologizing excessively. Owning your mistakes is strength, but groveling, begging, or over-apologizing communicates insecurity. It tells her you'll sacrifice your dignity for her approval. And while she may forgive, she won't forget what that revealed about you. In her mind, weakness once revealed is weakness forever. Weakness also appears when you hide from challenge. If life gets tough and you retreat instead of rising, she sees it instantly. She doesn't need you to be perfect, but she does need you to face adversity with courage. Retreat signals fear, and fear kills the masculine polarity she craves. The second she sees that fear dominate you, the way she views you shifts permanently. Another weakness is dependency on her time and attention. If you can't function without her, if your mood collapses when she's not around, if you cling to her presence like oxygen, she feels smothered. That dependency communicates weakness because it shows you don't have a life beyond her. And no woman respects a man who doesn't stand on his own 2 feet. Weakness is also revealed when you betray yourself. If you compromise your dreams, abandon your goals, or lower your standards just to keep her, you show her you don't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, she won't value you either. She'll take what you offer, but deep inside, she knows she can't truly admire you. A man shows weakness when he can't handle her emotions. If she's upset and you either crumble or lash out, you reveal that you can't hold space for her. Women need to feel that a man can remain steady when they're storming. If you collapse under her storm, she stops seeing you as her anchor, and without that anchor, attraction fades. Weakness shows when you let fear dictate your decisions. If you avoid risk, avoid hard conversations, or avoid standing up for yourself because you're afraid of losing her, you reveal weakness. She may not call it out, but she'll feel it, and once she feels it, she'll never look at you with the same desire again. The brutal truth is that women don't forgive weakness in the same way men forgive flaws. Men can overlook certain mistakes if attraction remains, but women tie respect to attraction, and once respect is broken by weakness, it almost never returns. That's why you must protect your masculine center at all costs. Not with arrogance, not with cruelty, but with grounded strength. And here's the final truth. The second you show weakness, she'll never see you the same again. She may stay, she may even still love you in her way, but that deep admiration, that primal respect, that magnetic attraction, it won't come back. Because in her mind, once weakness is revealed, it becomes permanent. So guard your frame, guard your center, and never forget, silence, strength, and composure will keep her drawn to you far longer than words or weakness ever will.